Hello, gentlemen. If you're over 55 and your testosterone levels are sitting somewhere between 200 and 400, stuck in that frustrating gray zone where you're technically okay, according to your doctor, but feeling absolutely exhausted, foggy, and like your libido packed its bags and left town, there's one medication that can double or even triple those numbers without shutting down your natural production. And here's the kicker. It's not testosterone. It's a small pill called clomiphene, and it works by tricking your brain into thinking you need more testosterone, so your body ramps up production all on its own. No injections, no patches, no gels. Just your testicles doing what they're supposed to do. My name is Dr. Sarah Hewitt, and I'm a physician who's spent years helping men navigate the confusing world of hormone optimization without the typical, here's a prescription, good luck approach. Welcome to the Beyond the Pill channel, where we cut through the noise and talk about what actually works, backed by real studies and real results. Today, we're diving deep into clomiphene citrate, a medication that's been quietly changing lives for men with mild to moderate low testosterone. I'm going to show you what a 2018 study published in the journal Andrology found when they tracked 76 men over several months, and more importantly, what you can realistically expect in 1 to 4 weeks if this approach is right for you. We're going to cover 4 essential things. First, how clomiphene actually works at the hormonal level and why it's different from testosterone injections. Second, the science behind those impressive 100 to 200% increases in testosterone. Third, who should absolutely consider this option and who should stay far away from it. And finally, a practical guide to dosing, monitoring, and maximizing your results. At the end, I'll give you a simple checklist you can save and take to your doctor. Before we jump in, I'd love to know who's watching today. Drop a comment below with your first name and age, or just tell me what city you're tuning in from. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. We've got a great community of men who are taking their health seriously and supporting each other along the way. All right, let's get into it. Starting with the most important question. What exactly is clomiphene, and how does it convince your body to make more testosterone? Let's start with the basics. Clomiphene citrate is what scientists call a selective estrogen receptor modulator, or SERM for short. Now, before your eyes glaze over with medical jargon, let me put this in plain English. Think of clomiphene as a master locksmith that goes into your brain, specifically to a tiny area called the hypothalamus, and blocks certain doors where estrogen usually parks itself. When those doors are blocked, your brain gets confused. It says, wait a second, if estrogen isn't binding here, that must mean testosterone is low. Even if your testosterone isn't rock bottom, your brain panics a little and sends out an emergency signal to fix the problem. That signal is a hormone called luteinizing hormone, or LH, and it's the messenger that tells your testicles to wake up and start producing more testosterone. Here's where it gets interesting. When you take testosterone injections or apply testosterone gels, you're giving your body testosterone from the outside. Your brain sees all that external testosterone floating around and thinks, oh, we've got plenty. No need to make more. So it shuts down the signal to your testicles. Your LH drops to nearly zero, your testicles shrink a bit because they're not being used, and your sperm production grinds to a halt. That's why guys on traditional testosterone replacement therapy often become infertile. Clomiphene does the exact opposite. It tricks your brain into producing more LH, which means your testicles stay active, keep their size, and continue making both testosterone and sperm. You're not replacing your natural system, you're supercharging it. So what should you expect to see on a blood test? Let's talk numbers. A healthy total testosterone level for most men is somewhere between 300 and 1,000 nanograms per deciliter, but the sweet spot where most guys feel their best is usually 500 to 800. If you're sitting at 250 or 300, you're technically low normal, but you probably feel like garbage. Clomiphene can take that 250 and bump it up to 500, 600, or even 700 in some cases. That's the 100 to 200% increase we're talking about. You'll also see your LH levels rise, often into the range of 5 to 10 or higher, which is a good sign that the medication is doing its job. Free testosterone, the active form your body actually uses, should also climb proportionally. One of the most important things to understand is that clomiphene only works if your testicles are still functional. It's like having a car with a working engine but a dead battery. Clomiphene is the jumper cables. If your engine is shot, meaning your testicles are severely damaged or absent, no amount of clomiphene is going to help because there's nothing left to stimulate. That's called primary hypogonadism, and we'll talk more about that in a later chapter. But if your testicles are fine, and the problem is that your brain just isn't sending the right signals, which is called secondary hypogonadism, clomiphene can be a game changer. The beauty of this approach is that it keeps your entire hormonal system intact. You're not dependent on external hormones for the rest of your life. You're not injecting yourself every week or worrying about your testicles shrinking. You're working with your body, not against it. And for men over 55 who still want the option to father children, or who just want to feel like themselves again without the hassle and commitment of lifelong testosterone therapy, clomiphene offers a middle path that's effective, relatively safe, and surprisingly affordable. Now that you understand how it works, let's look at the actual science and what the studies show. Let's talk about the research. In 2018, the journal Andrology published a study that followed 76 men with low testosterone who were treated with clomiphene citrate. These weren't young guys in their 20s. Most were middle-aged and older, dealing with symptoms like fatigue, low libido, brain fog, and difficulty building or maintaining muscle. The researchers wanted to see if clomiphene could reliably raise testosterone levels, and more importantly, if those increases translated into real-world improvements in how the men actually felt. The results were impressive. On average, men saw their total testosterone levels increase by 100 to 200%. That means a guy starting at 250 nanograms per deciliter could jump to 500 or even 600 within a few months. Some men responded even better, hitting the 700 to 800 range. What made this study particularly interesting was that it tracked not just blood numbers, but symptoms. Men reported feeling more energetic within the first month, noticing improvements in mood and mental clarity by week 6, and experiencing a significant return of libido and sexual function by the 8-week mark. These weren't overnight miracles, but they were consistent and measurable. Here's what the timeline typically looks like. In the first 2 to 4 weeks, your blood markers start shifting. Your LH rises first, followed by your testosterone climbing steadily. You might not feel dramatically different yet, but the machinery is turning on. By weeks 4 to 8, most men start noticing real changes. Morning erections returning, more energy in the gym, better focus at work, and that general sense of feeling like yourself again. By 3 to 6 months, the improvements plateau, and that's when you and your doctor reassess to see if the dose needs tweaking or if you've hit your optimal response. One thing I want to emphasize is realistic expectations. Clomiphene is not a magic bullet. If your testosterone is 150 and your testicles are barely functioning, you're probably not going to skyrocket to 800. But if you're in that 200 to 400 range and your body just needs a nudge, this medication can be transformative. The key is understanding that it works with your biology, not against it. You're giving your system the signal it's been missing, and your body does the rest. The other benefits men reported in studies go beyond just testosterone numbers. Better sleep quality, improved muscle mass with resistance training, reduced belly fat, and even better cognitive function were all documented. Why? Because testosterone isn't just about sex drive. It affects your brain, your muscles, your metabolism, your mood, and your overall vitality. When you restore it to healthy levels naturally, the ripple effects touch almost every aspect of your health. Now let's talk about the most important question. Is clomiphene right for you? The ideal candidate is a man with mild to moderate hypogonadism, meaning your testosterone levels are somewhere between 200 and 400 nanograms per deciliter. You're feeling the symptoms: low energy, reduced libido, difficulty concentrating, but you're not at rock bottom. More specifically, you need to have secondary hypogonadism, which means the problem isn't with your testicles themselves, but with the signals coming from your brain. Your hypothalamus or pituitary gland isn't producing enough LH and FSH to tell your testicles to make testosterone. Clomiphene fixes that communication breakdown. Clomiphene works best for men who still have healthy, functioning testicles and want to preserve their fertility. If you're over 55 but still thinking about fatherhood, or if you simply don't want to shut down your natural production, this is your option. It's also great for guys who are hesitant about committing to lifelong testosterone injections, or who want to try a less invasive approach first. The medication keeps everything running naturally, so if you decide to stop, your body doesn't crash the way it might after years of external testosterone. But clomiphene doesn't work for everyone. If you have primary hypogonadism, meaning your testicles themselves are damaged, diseased, or absent, clomiphene won't help. You can't jumpstart an engine that's completely broken. Similarly, if you've had testicular trauma, cancer treatment, or congenital issues that affected your testicles, clomiphene likely won't produce meaningful results. In those cases, traditional testosterone replacement therapy is usually the better route. There are also some important contraindications you need to know about. If you have liver disease, clomiphene is off the table because it's processed through the liver and can worsen existing problems. If you have a history of blood clots, deep vein thrombosis, or thrombophilia, a clotting disorder, clomiphene carries too much risk because it can slightly increase clotting factors. Advanced age, particularly men over 75 or 80, requires extra caution because the risk-benefit ratio starts to shift. And this should go without saying, but you absolutely must be monitored by a doctor. Blood tests every 3 to 6 months are non-negotiable to check your testosterone, estrogen, hematocrit, and liver function. The bottom line is this: clomiphene is a powerful tool, but it's not for everyone. If you fit the profile, mild to moderate low testosterone, functioning testicles, secondary hypogonadism, and no major contraindications, it's absolutely worth discussing with your doctor. If you don't fit that profile, there are other options, and we'll cover those in future videos. Let's move on to one of clomiphene's most unique advantages: fertility. Here's something most men don't know. Traditional testosterone therapy shuts down sperm production completely. When you inject testosterone, your brain stops signaling your testicles because it thinks you have plenty. Your LH and FSH drop to zero, and within months, your sperm count plummets. For younger men trying to have kids, that's a disaster. But even for men over 55, losing fertility can feel like losing a part of your manhood. Clomiphene does the opposite. Because it increases LH and FSH, the hormones that stimulate your testicles, it actually boosts both testosterone and sperm production at the same time. Studies show men on clomiphene can see sperm counts improve by 50 to 100% within 3 to 6 months. If you're thinking about fatherhood later in life, or you just want to keep your options open, clomiphene is the only testosterone-boosting option that preserves fertility. This is a huge advantage that separates clomiphene from every other treatment. You're not sacrificing one hormone system to fix another, you're optimizing everything together. And for men who value that autonomy and completeness, it's a game changer. Taking clomiphene is just the foundation. If you want to squeeze every bit of benefit out of it, you need to support your body with the right lifestyle choices. Let's start with sleep. Testosterone production peaks during deep sleep, particularly in those critical REM cycles between hours 5 and 8. If you're only getting 5 or 6 hours, you're cutting your hormonal response in half. Aim for 7 to 8 hours consistently, and you'll notice clomiphene works significantly better. Resistance training is the second game changer. Lifting weights 3 times a week tells your body that you need that extra testosterone for something important: building and maintaining muscle. Your muscles are loaded with androgen receptors, so when testosterone levels rise, those receptors grab onto it and put it to work. Squats, deadlifts, and compound movements are your best friends here. Diet matters too. Focus on zinc-rich foods like oysters, red meat, and pumpkin seeds, because zinc is essential for testosterone production. Healthy fats from avocados, olive oil, and fatty fish support hormone synthesis, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower help your liver metabolize excess estrogen, keeping your testosterone to estrogen ratio balanced. On the flip side, avoid alcohol, especially beer, which is loaded with phytoestrogens that can feminize your hormones. Cut back on sugar and processed carbs that spike insulin and promote fat storage, which also lowers testosterone. Finally, manage your stress. Chronic stress floods your system with cortisol, and cortisol is testosterone's mortal enemy. Even 10 minutes of deep breathing, a daily walk, or simple meditation can lower cortisol significantly. Sleep, lift, eat smart, and breathe. Do those 4 things consistently, and clomiphene will deliver results you didn't think were possible. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment below with your thoughts or questions, and share this with any man in your life who's struggling with low testosterone. Clomiphene is one of those smart, evidence-based solutions that too many men don't know about. It's not for everyone, but for the right candidate, someone with mild to moderate low testosterone, functioning testicles, and a desire to preserve fertility and natural production, it can be absolutely life-changing. The key is working with a knowledgeable doctor, getting your blood work done regularly, and supporting the medication with solid lifestyle habits. You deserve to feel strong, energized, and like yourself again, and clomiphene might be the tool that gets you there. Always remember, the truth goes beyond the pill.